literally were one of my very first followers. And then when you followed me and I, followed back, I was like, this dude is cool. Like,
if they say talk to your manager, you just say, you know what, talk to the hand. You don't need to be on my podcast. But yeah, dude. Yeah, you do a great job.
Thank you. I always get a kick out of talking with you on Patreon. You have a really good, view on it.
That wasn't planned.
You know what? But I like this Canadian. I like this one.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
it. Welcome to We're Just Here for the Feeds, the show where I eat, talk, show the live feeds if I want. I haven't seen any live feeds since I left work at 4:30 this evening. I had a video job, recorded a birthday party. I got up on a little bit of stuff on Twitter, but not that much. I don't know too much of what's going on, so I'm going to hop right into these live feeds. I'm going to stay up as long as I can. I'm going to try to stay up at least half an hour. I cannot guarantee that. Right now, we got the creep of the year talking to Riley.
And it just could be paranoid. No, but like I'm very smart, and I know I can be good at this game, and I think I can be if I just make it through next week and like figure it out. Like I know I look like shit right now, and like I think like I'm not like I can take care of business. It's just like, ugh. I just went from like feeling really good to feeling like what was built here is just gonna fall apart. And I feel like I'm the center of it. Like I feel like I'm blaming myself for this divide in the house. Like I'm putting it on myself.
If y'all watch You,
and I feel like other people might think that, like I'm the reason. Like things are just so like this side and this
TV
side.
show.
Like, it's literally.
What's up, Tammy?
I don't want.
ECRM.
You're fine.
Don't tell people I'm right.
Good. Me?
What?
Can I go?
Can you leave?
Can I go now?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah. Can you come over here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I don't want you to look at me and be like, oh, I don't want like Riley's like a ticking time bomb. Like I want you to believe in me too. Like
I do.
I'm not like this isn't who I am. Like this crying shit is so embarrassing. Like I hate that shit. I'm way tougher than this.
Like, you don't say.
5:30 p.m. and I haven't
so
seen from 5:30 to now.
I talked to Hassan.
Hassan?
Yeah.
When?
Today.
About what?
You.
Oh shit.
He's always talking about her.
He's not
That's
happy
what's
with me,
right
is he?
there.
No. He would love to sit down and talk with you. In fact, he says that he's going to pull you aside to speak with you.
He's gonna ask me why I'm.
No.
Let her
Don't
have
go into it.
Conversations, man. You don't gotta
with a biased mindset, as if you know how he feels.
everything.
Because I assure you that you don't.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you that everything you think is wrong. I'm just going to tell you that, like I would normally tell you, nothing that you're thinking is concrete. You have the ability.
By the way, I heard
change the
Cameron
perception.
made some crazy comments.
And I wouldn't have given you the hope of being able to change the perception if I did not believe it to be absolutely achievable. Because right now,
excuse me,
there is a mood within the entire house of freshness, openness, warm generosity, kindness, almost as if we're all attempting to hit a reset button on a very awful week. This house is full of amazing people, which is going to make it extremely difficult to be here over the course of the next few weeks.
Somebody compared it to
However,
Jim Crow earlier.
it feels as though
Oh God. Yeah, with this guy.
the battle line is not quite as drawn, quite as bold as we thought it was.
It's Kirsten.
I don't know what to do about that.
We just
Let her in.
hang on a second.
You mean you don't know what to do about that? You talk to him all damn day. Let her in.
I feel bad.
I did too, but we gotta talk a little.
You're just gonna leave her. We gotta
I just
talk a
want her
little
to see
more.
her.
Like,
I know that, and I don't want to answer the door as if I was speaking on your behalf.
this is the longest HOH ever for
Bless
real.
your heart.
Sorry, I'm really sorry, Kirsten.
I know.
Oh my God, you could talk to him.
But-
You've been talking to him nonstop
My
for
stomach.
like days. You could spare a few to talk to Kirsten.
Battle lines that you believe to be so definitive,
Those
not
Riley.
quite as bold as they used to be. Now, checking the temperature of the house. I've spoken to a lot of people over the course of 2 days. People that we used to think were big, bad, mean people on the other side that had everything figured out. But the things that they had figured out were simple general terms. They knew names,
I hate
they knew a
when
number,
this guy talk. I'm not gonna lie.
and they knew what they felt inside. Now, I'm not saying that what we've accomplished over the last day as far as attempting to mend those lines,
Right?
I'm not saying that all of that has been washed away.
Ignore her.
All I'm saying is that they're coming to the table to talk. It's as if I crossed some sort of picket line,
No, you didn't.
not speaking on behalf of everyone, but honestly saying, listen, this thing just got out of hand too fast. It got off on the wrong foot. There was no ill will intended. There was no maliciousness. There was no, we didn't have anything in mind
This guy's a weirdo.
to purposefully
Is there another?
ostracize a group
There's
of
got to
people.
be.
We weren't we weren't given the Heisman.
No.
We
Sorry,
literally were just
I can't.
living in a comfortable bubble
If nothing
of
else
friendship
was
that
on,
was
I would
established
listen to him, but I can't.
very early on, and we didn't
They
we didn't know
were
how to
just blue.
we didn't know how to interact with everyone else. Once we had found this really new cool thing and it was fun, you didn't want to stop doing
Definitely
it,
Give me another option. That's
right?
not
You didn't want to.
I'm switching.
You didn't want to. We weren't disciplined enough to put it down for a minute and go out there and do our jobs.
Mhm.
We were excited to have this fresh new thing. We were all excited to be in this house. We were all
I'm sorry if you were interested in listening to him, but this guy and his speeches are just like mind numbing. Like, it's just unbearable for me to listen to him go on one of his speeches. Like, it's just, I have such a hard time listening to him talk. I really do.
leave now more than ever. That sentiment has sunk in
I would be so
with the influential people
yo.
of the other side of the house.
I would be happy if some twist sent him to the Netherlands or the Nether regions. They let Kristen stay and then sent Cameron to the Nether regions. Let him sit in the Nether regions, please. And don't let him come back.
To say that they know how I felt about the situation, and it's as if they were not only just checking on me as just a generous person, like, how are you? It was as if they said, have you talked to her, and are you two okay? Is she okay? That's how I felt it from them.
I heard there was so much going on, and
And
I
that just
come back
means-
and they're just showing this guy.
That doesn't mean that
Come on,
he literally says he wants to sit down and talk with you,
another option.
just like this, because any of the conversations that were had in the past were just talking in circles because we didn't know what we were doing. Now
What you're doing?
we can sit down at the table. I say we. Now you can sit down at the table with
Oh
him.
yeah, they are.
Put your heart on the line. Show your character the same way that you've shown it to me and Suri. Be the person that you are. Don't be the gamer. Don't be the competitor. Be the person that swallows the pride and goes, hey, man, how did we get here? I don't know what happened. How can we fix this? We'll never have the tools to fix something if we don't ask what needs to be done.
Well, she's doesn't
If we
want
just
to
sit there, put our hands up in the air and say, well, I guess that's what you believe, I'm done. Then it'll never be mended. The healing will never begin.
Oh my God, does this guy ever stop?
If you have the gumption to go, I need your help. All you ever have to do to any of these people here, from my perspective, anyone that is in this house, the only thing any of us ever need to do is sit down, look them in the eyes and say, I need your help. I don't know what I'm doing. Humble, patient, kind hearts win out with a generous crowd. All you have to be is exactly who you are. And they'll see what's going on. And I think that's going to not only mend the fact that we had an awful first week, but it is going to astronomically change the perception of your character in this house. And it will right the wrong, and it will put it back on the path that it should have been on long ago, before we all got dumb, sat up here and hung out together and just closed ourselves off to anything else. That's all you have to do. I think that you took the very first step, and thank you. As if you had to do, you didn't have to do it for me, but thanks for listening to the advice and following through.
Like you're my best friend. Just get so sad, just like thinking that like I could have hurt their feelings.
I know that. Well, I did my part to correct how they may have seen me, and I did everything that I could.
10 people in here
to have them
hit the like button.
Talk to you, and every one of them is ready. Every one of them.
She cries every day.
When did I become like this villain? Like
you're a villain.
Dude, you're the worst.
This is
like it.
You're awful.
I feel like a piece of shit.
You're not a piece of shit.
So this is the thing. People want to get her out, but they don't hate her. They don't think she's a terrible person. They don't think any of that stuff. But the problem is, she's not going around and having direct conversations with people. He's like, I'm going to go around and fix this and figure things out for you and help you with this and talk to this one and do this for you. So the way he's reporting it to her is making her feel like it's worse than what it really is. It's just simply a matter of she won the HOH. She put a target on her back early. She made all these alliances. Like, it's just she played her HOH poorly, and this is a consequence of that. All this other stuff that he's saying, that's for his own personal, like, benefit.
If you can pull it together, Heisem is the second step. Because you could go talk to Felicia, but Felicia and Suri are going to confer. She's going to tell her everything. It'd be redundant. Felicia is just an extremely calming presence. Suri is the one that has the ear of everyone else. She has the ability to say, that's my girl. I didn't have their ear, but I believe that now I do.
No, you don't.
I still haven't built up all of the trust that is necessary, but I believe that I've at least gotten us into a good spot to continue to play the game. Nothing is over. Nothing is concrete. And nothing is time to throw your hands up. All we got to do right now is continue on the path, show them who you are. That's the only thing that needs to be done.
I don't even know who I am.
Because I promise you, you're the best you that there ever was. And they'll see it.
I literally don't even know how it got to this point. I felt like I had a good relationship with everybody.
I didn't want it.
Huh?
I didn't want it.
What?
HOH. I'm not going to explicitly say that I threw it, but
Okay.
I think you know me well enough to know that
Okay. You were gonna win. Yo, he's cracking me up right now.
I thought I wanted it. I thought it was going to be simple.
Mm-mm.
She needs
Mm-mm.
a win. Like,
I
at
actually came
least
into the
one.
game like thinking, no,
I
there's
think-
a chance I'm going to do it. But
Why is she just
I
going
think you
off
took
of
the
his
blue path.
word?
Thinking that you probably weren't even going to win it.
You have
But
16
you,
other
you messed around and,
people
and did really
out.
well.
Talk to at least
I
one
just,
of them.
But regardless, the point is,
It's the
I
others.
don't even know what I was thinking.
I knew coming in here, I didn't want that. I've explicitly stated that to anyone that would listen on camera. That is, I've said absolutely not. I knew what it would entail, and I knew that it's not something that I wanted to handle immediately. But there is a saving grace here. And that is the fact that you can't be HOH next week. Because I have to tell you that whoever wins the HOH next week on Thursday, whoever wins that is going to have one hell of a job. They're going to have one hell of a responsibility.
I pray for them.
Because by the time that person gets into office,
14 or 16 other people. Exactly.
this house is going to be a lot more calm. This house is going to be a lot more generous, open, warm, because of the discussions that you and I have began.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Because
not
of
even
that,
what this guy is
it's going to be
saying
an
is.
even tougher decision. The line that you
Big Brother was like, Big Brother was like, we can't take you anymore. We can't take your speeches anymore. We gotta snooze you for a little bit. If you guys wonder why I take it off when that happens, it's because once the music starts playing, then the video has a greater chance of getting blocked. Like, they'll let you play the majority of the feed, but as soon as the "We'll be right back" screen with the music comes on, yeah, that's a wrap. So somebody, while I'm waiting for this to come back on, oh, I think it's back on actually. I think it's back on. I was gonna say somebody fill me in on what's happened since I was last on, but we got 14 people on here. I don't know why I'm getting more people.
Stole type of situation. And it's just like, I've never, like, I don't want to look power hungry. I don't want to look like I'm abusing it. Like, I just don't, that's just not what I wanted. I like almost just really regret
Confident little sucker.
winning that comp. Like, I
What are you
really
doing,
regret winning that
tonight?
comp. Because, like, this to me, like, it's not like I needed to make a huge decision for my safety.
They're
Like,
not
it was a
giving any other
decision that
option,
anyone could have made.
weirdly.
And,
They
like,
want us to see only this conversation.
I really feel like my personality shines better when I'm like amongst everyone instead of like having some sort of power. Like, I'm just for the people and like
On for the people.
I don't
Here's
know.
what I can tell you. This is what a little bit of experience can get you.
Yeah.
I cannot ever tell you that I know how you feel. I don't know what it's like to be locked in an ivory tower box. But I do know what it's like to feel lonely and as if no one understands what you're feeling. I do know what it feels like to feel like you're
This
going
guy's
through the
doing a
only thing
master
that
class
no one else is going through what you're going through. I
Manipulation.
do know what that
narcissism.
feels like. I know what that feels like very well. I've had some rough times in my life. Some of them almost didn't make it through. But look at me now. killing it,
Killing it.
killing
Doing
it.
better than I am.
Just murking this thing.
What did y'all think of the Kirsten and Siri argument?
You know how you've been in some situations that you thought you never would get through,
Yes.
and then you looked up and you
I didn't
made
see
it
the
through.
whole thing, but I saw.
You're sitting right on the precipice, if you will, of making it to the next step, which is making it through. Right? HOH changes on Thursday. By that time,
Thursday seems like so
you would have
far
talked to the people
now.
that you needed to talk to. The entire temperature of the house has been cooling off. All you have to do is trust that you're making the right steps. You just got to be the big person, seek those people out, do exactly what you've been doing. And it's not only salvageable, it is literally in motion.
Mute him and give me what to give him.
It does not only just have a chance, it's literally working. And I can tell you
do my
that.
Cameron impression. If you wanted to flip around everything that's happening in the house, it's quite simple. Don't overreact. You were given a terrible set of circumstances this week. So all you have to do is go around the house and let everybody know that you are not in a showmance with Matt. And then after you do that, you continue the foundation work that we've done on the house guests. Because originally, we thought that we had these 8 people on our side. But then we discovered that we don't have the numbers. But don't worry, because we can do something different and flip the tables. It's not over until it's over. And scene.
Wow. That's why I wanted to come check on you.
He's such a baby.
Yeah.
Do you still want to play with me?
I know. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home.
I saw that. I
This
saw
place
Jared.
blows, man.
I saw
I'm
a
getting out
bunch
of
of
here.
Jared and
I swear I'm
Feige.
not going to be like this whole season.
I didn't see that much of her.
Never say things so concrete.
I'm not. Because
I
this is not who I am.
saw what's it called? Sari talking to Izzy after the conversation that the 3 of them had. And she was just like, today's generation is different. It's like, she was like, I would not be talking to my elders like we're here. Like, the elders get a certain respect. And I'm 35, and even I know what she's talking about. Because when I was in my 20s, and not even 20s, but just as a hypothetical example, because it pertains to what she was talking about, I'm not going to be talking to some 50-year-old man like, I don't know, like he's my peer in a way. Like, I'm part of that generation that gives the elder generation your respect. So I got where she was going with that. Kirsten was definitely a recruit because she knows nothing about the game. Riley says she knows about the game, but it, like, based on what we're seeing, it doesn't look like she knows anything about the game.
Without talking to each other first. They do not vouch for someone else without talking to someone first. They do not.
This guy is putting me to sleep.
It's all stuff we said we were going to
So if Sari says that she's got you, there's not a person on that side that's going to talk her out of it yet.
It's amazing that they're trusting
Because
Sari.
she's got you. I got you. If I got you, Red's got you. Fred's got you. Iseem's got you. It's a lot more connected than you think it is in a positive way.
Oh man. somebody's let me see. So I'm gonna possibly go back. I'm gonna go back a little bit because I mean this is whack. What we're watching is whack. I'm sorry. I want to see if I can find this conversation. Oh, here it is. All right. How far back? Okay, y'all. I want to see like this conversation with Kirsten because I heard about it and I saw little snippets of it.
So obviously start, reward. I guess something like that.
Yeah.
Community reward.
What was the other show you did?
Traders.
What was that like?
She mentioned the traders.
You wasn't locked in like anywhere. We got to go back to the hotel that night.
Oh, shoot! I didn't even know she mentioned the traders.
What do you mean? To go in the house? It's just like this in the house, but it's a castle in Scotland. Yeah.
Was it here?
In Scotland. I said the castle in Scotland. I did not just say that. What you mean? What do you mean? Wait a minute. Maybe I'm confused. What do you mean by was it here?
Like in life? No. I'm like, what the fuck did
You heard right. Wait. Is it me?
You left out the Scotland part, but you did say castle.
No, I said in the castle in Scotland.
Right now?
Yeah.
Huh? Right now, you said castle in Scotland?
No, I said that
historically. Oh my God, what is going on? I don't know.
Well, she mentioned the traders. I don't know.
The show was in a castle in Scotland.
I understand that, but I'm saying.
Were you joking?
Historically, I knew nothing about your previous show, right? Like the other show that you were on.
Okay.
And I hadn't knew that you were in a castle. One, never heard that shit. Two, even if you did say that you were in Scotland a few days ago, I have no recollection of anything this morning.
No, I just said it right now when you asked me.
In Scotland, I swear to God. She said a castle.
What did I say?
You said a castle.
In Scotland.
We didn't hear that in Scotland.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I'm like. You said here. I'm like, why are you saying here? I just said in Scotland.
Like I haven't.
Yeah, no, it was in Scotland. A castle in Scotland.
So when did this become an argument? This is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, obviously, right? So, a real castle, which is why you guys could stay there overnight because they probably had no fucking AC.
No, they had lit fires. Like they had fireplaces. It's in Scotland. It was cold. May. We finished in May, so March, April, something like that.
Damn. How you find out about it?
How did I
find out?
out?
I would love that. Like, I love anything that allows me to go somewhere that I've never been.
Yeah, that's where I went.
It's beautiful, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Highlands. Yeah, the place was beautiful. It's the last year. I know they just. I don't know why they decided to just fall out. They're like, we give up. We're done. I can feel them. They just keep dropping out. Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Shit. So you didn't have like any competitions there or anything? Like it wasn't no physical.
Yeah, it was like.
They were silly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what was the point of this conversation where it turned into a.
No, that sounds dope. I mean, I would have went for it. I ain't gonna lie to you. So
Yeah.
how'd it go?
It went well.
Yeah, you like that? You feel like you learned some stuff that you can apply here?
No.
Okay.
I played Survivor.
Yeah,
in a way
that's
like
what we
that.
said. Because I guess like
To do with the comic room. Do they always eat? It had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I felt fine.
Oh my God.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted
felt
to
like
clear
the
up.
people.
Well,
Okay, so it's around
like I said,
here.
I woke up this morning and I was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
I meant that. I was like, "Dude, I can't."
You're your best commodity, right? I
Because it's
feel
one
like
thing to
I'm
hear.
my best commodity. This is what I have to offer y'all, right?
It's one thing to
can't
hear third
fake
party
anything better than
accounts
what
of what
I am.
happened, but
Yeah,
it
and I just
always
feel like
seems
in
to
the
be
moment,
different
like
when
I
I
know
see it
I'm supposed
myself.
to be talking to Heisem, but I also wanted to address you guys because I feel like in my real life, like I was saying, like if there's something, an offense or whatever that's done publicly, I feel like the apology need to be as public. And I didn't know if it was the correct thing to say, but I felt like it needed to be addressed in that moment. So I wanted to address it while everybody was here. You know what I mean? So
No, I don't think you need an apology for nothing.
No, you're okay.
You didn't do nothing or say nothing to us.
I didn't
to
feel
me.
like you don't need
Why
to apologize
do you
to
feel
me.
that way, though?
I mean, that's just what like, you know.
What is happening? What is happening? Wait, once again, I don't know what's happening.
No, seriously, I'm glad you brought that. So people think that you offended us.
You guys.
Wait, what?
Me and her?
By the comic group.
That you offended us?
Yeah.
In a way
That's
like
what we
that?
said. Because I guess like I was like.
But like, wait, us.
Wait.
personally? Okay.
Yeah, but because what?
Yeah, like I guess it came off like I was trying to like I guess in the conversation happened that one night, like I was like forming an alliance with you guys, like in front of everyone or something. That's what I've been hearing.
No, but that wasn't even what
But
that
that's
conversation
that's what it was said to me. Like, hey, like you were doing that, and that it made people feel uncomfortable.
Okay, people feel uncomfortable because it was so many different people in the room, and that means that you will talk in a room of people that you don't have really alliances with. So I don't watch what you say to her. Maybe in that term, is that what they're saying? That's
No,
not
I
how
didn't
I
hear
felt.
that. But that's what I'm saying. I had to
didn't-
check with you guys, right? So I had to speak to you guys.
But you know what the thing is that's weirding me out right now? I never said how I felt about you
either.
having that conversation to anybody
Me
in this
either.
house, except to you. I might have said, like, damn, I don't know why she felt okay to say that to everybody. at
Right,
one
but
time.
it's like, like that's an interesting perspective when I'm like, close to you. So it's like that's maybe.
But I told you that.
I understand that, but I'm saying other people also knew that, right? So me, I'm just like, I don't know who all I offended, so I'd rather just talk to everyone. Does that make sense?
I don't think it was maybe
wasn't-
offended is the wrong word.
Okay, true.
Maybe because
I wasn't offended.
I was scared for you,
Yeah.
not for
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
It had nothing to do with me.
Yeah. I
It was like,
felt
oh
fine.
my God.
okay, cool. Well,
'Cause
that's all I
I
wanted
felt
to
like
clear
the
up. Yeah.
people.
Well,
Like I get it, but I'm saying like I just
I
want to clear up with
don't-
y'all as individuals. That makes sense.
Never
Because you guys
offended.
are the people that essentially,
Oh yeah, no. I
Right?
don't know. Whoever's
So-
telling you your information is not reliable.
yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean this was like in the last couple of days. I really truly
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah. No,
If I
ma'am.
give everybody a chance, I
If
present
you offend me,
50,000
I'm gonna let
stories.
you know you offended
Okay.
me.
Well, that's
I mean,
well,
look
that's
at her
no
face.
that's
She's
just
gonna
the
tell you
clarity that I
like,
need, right?
Yeah, I'll
So-
bring you to the side. You know what offended me? Not even offended me, but it did annoy me a little bit. Is when, and I said it to you. That's all. Like, look, I'm gonna stop you right here. I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep it
yeah,
a buck
yeah,
with you. You being in your situation had nothing to do with you being in this room. That I thought was like a wrong misconception.
I didn't have to.
You know what happened? Matt, no, Luke. I mean, caught you with Matt upstairs the other day.
Oh yeah, we were just laying there.
Oh, what? Oh, come on, man.
Dude, trust me, he knows.
There's that.
But I don't feel hungry.
Well, my dad's serious.
Then
That's my
keep
dad's
your
serious.
dead serious away from me.
Yeah.
Then I mean, because I don't know how to deal with that. I'm not
Yeah.
used to.
Well, that was just me trying to show a heightened level of care for the situation. That's because that.
But if you, why would I deserve less respect than Miss Felicia?
Well, this is my thing. What I'm trying to tell you, I wasn't intending to be disrespectful.
Okay.
I'm just
It
trying to
but
clear
I
it
just
up
said, I just
before
asked
it went
you.
left.
Yeah.
I just asked you, would you talk to your aunt like that? And you said no.
Yeah.
And why? Because you have a higher level of respect for her.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Right.
Sorry that I offended you. It's like, okay, but
Because I'm not thinking
It's
like that
how
about
you
you.
speak. It's how you in this game. But you know, I'm 53.
So I think when they saw that,
Okay, so this is only a
that
few
scared them,
seconds.
right?
yeah.
But not that.
This
not
was
just
the
that.
part I was
I
trying
think
to get. They
what happened was
but-
all of us started playing the game fast because we recognized, just like everybody else, recognized like who HOH was. So everybody started coming up. Yo, can I
Right.
talk? Can I
We're
talk?
gonna get
Can I
off
talk?
of this in a second.
But
It's
think
getting
the
to the
younger
part that I
kids,
wanted to see.
considering that you were younger, we're coming up more because not only do we need to fucking talk to the HOH and figure out what's going on, but we also are cool with her. 'cause
also friends.
Yeah, we're friends. So we coming up more and more as opposed to the other side. I feel like everybody came up, but we came up Red might. I don't know if Red came.
Chloe came up and she was like, I don't quite know what to say here.
Remember?
But...
I was there.
Oh, yeah,
I was there. That's what I'm saying.
I want to skip ahead, but I don't want to lose.
But I felt like after that, it
Red
was kind
never
of like
came up.
they grabbed. Yeah, I doubt that. And that's why I thought about it when I just said
Red and Luke were the only two.
But after they came.
Those things that you feel more
Here we go.
if you feel like we're held in this house, and you were like, okay, well, I'm giving you what I'm getting, or whatever the case is. So in that moment, I'm talking to you mano y mano.
But we
I did not
ain't
intend.
But that's the problem. We're not. We're mono. We're the same as contestants in this game. But you know, I'm 53 years old,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So I wouldn't.
And
Would you
also,
talk to
honestly,
Miss
if you
Felicia,
weren't, like-
Felicia like that? Like
No,
even
yeah.
without the, why not?
Yeah.
That you mano and mano, right?
Right.
Why? See, you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Why aren't you mono? If we are mano and mano, then anything goes, right? So
Yeah.
you could talk to her like that too. Why wouldn't you? Because she's 10 years older than me. She's old enough to be my older sister. She ain't old enough to be my mother. Me and Miss Felicia are mano y mano. You and Mimi might be mano y mano to be able to talk on that level. But if you, why would I deserve less respect than Miss Felicia?
Well, this is my thing. What I'm trying to tell you, I wasn't intending to be disrespectful.
Okay.
I'm just trying to clear
but I
it
just
up
said, I just
before
asked
it
you.
went left.
Yeah.
I just asked you, would you talk to your aunt like that? And you said no.
Yeah.
And why? Because you have a higher level of respect for her than you do
So
for me.
It's a
clearly
whole
you-
different environment.
But so clearly,
I
you
know.
know the
Environment
tone.
gone, environment or not, whatever environment, respect don't change.
For sure.
Whatever environment
and
you're
you're
in,
right about that.
respect should be the same. And that's why I asked the question: would you feel comfortable speaking to your auntie like that in any environment at all?
sure.
If she was here, you wouldn't speak to her like that, would you?
So I'm saying, like, when I'm thinking I'm being disrespectful, it's like, oh, I'm saying curse words and stuff.
No,
whatever.
curse. You know, disrespect.
I'm just trying to
is
clear it up. But
yeah.
I'm saying in that moment, from what you're saying right now, it was wrong, and I'm sorry. And I've said that a few times in this conversation, but I need you to see me in my eyes and understand that.
No,
I'm
no, I
sorry.
got that.
I didn't mean to disrespect you. I just wanted to make sure, like I said, I get real hypersensitive when it comes to people's feelings. Right?
Yeah.
So if I feel like something I said made you feel away,
Mm.
it's balls to the wall. I'm gonna make sure in that moment that I can be as forward with you as possible.
But
so
we
you
did that
understand.
already, and
But
I
this
told
is-
you.
No, I'm talking about right now. Right now. I'm talking about not about what happened previously. I'm
Mhm.
talking about the very instant.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So you were like,
That's
oh,
why I
you know-
said it.
And to
Oh,
me,
she
that
does.
was not what I was. That's not what
She's
I said.
gorgeous.
Right? But you know, or that's not where it came from, or whatever the case is. I
Mhm.
was trying to explain to you guys,
Mhm.
you know, on my
It's
behalf.
just the delivery. It's not even the
Yeah.
content of what you're saying. It's
Okay.
how you're delivering it.
Yeah.
And how, like you said, you thought we was mano y mano. No, homie, we ain't mano y mano because I'm a very nice person, but if I feel disrespected, then you're gonna see like everybody's multifaceted, and I don't want to go there with you. Like if it was,
But I'm saying, why are we even thinking like that? Because I'm not thinking
it's
like that
how
about
you speak. It's how you coming across. That's what we're trying to.
That's what we're talking about.
It's how you deliver. Like
Is he
we've been
talking about?
talking
That's what we were
fine
talking
the whole
about.
time, and then
Tiffany was
I was like,
joking
well,
about that on Twitter.
maybe it was a misconception. Maybe the word misconception offended you because as soon as I said that, he was like, no, it ain't no misconception. It's not. I'm not.
It's a conception. I was saying in that moment that anything I have said to you guys, if it's in my own words, I say it.
But you didn't say it like that. If you had said it like that, it wouldn't even be an issue.
Right. I
The
said
way
it
you
after
said
I
it was
offended
like you
right?
was
So it was
offended. Like,
crazy. Yeah,
okay, so it's up now. So it's
What?
good. That's how I felt.
Well,
I'm
I wouldn't
telling
be having
you.
this conversation. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wouldn't be having this conversation if there was any kind of like weird stuff between us. Or any kind of
No. I'm saying.
honestly.
It's not about but it's not.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not about that. It's that intention of your content, right? That way that you deliver it has impact, whether or not you intended
Yeah.
for it to or not.
Yeah.
And the fact that you said you reacted immediately like, oh, I would not talk to Miss Felicia that way, means you understand the tone in which you're delivering it.
Yeah.
Like
So
I
that's why
got
it
this
feels very
far, but I didn't
confusing.
catch what you
because you
said before that.
because you say that you understand the tone, and then you're like, but there's no problem with my tone, and I'm sorry that I offended you. It's like, okay, but do you know why you offended her?
For sure. So
But why did you offend her? No, and that I'm asking you.
Yeah. So you felt how I spoke to
So
you.
we have
It
12
was, like,
watching and 10.
Yes.
super forward. It was
If you
super
have
Not
that,
even
that's the
forward,
move.
like
Hit the like
just
button.
It was
Just like-
attitude.
yeah, maybe that's what
There
it
was
is.
like a
So,
little attitude, a
can
little
I-
defensive
can I-
attitude, but this is like a
Yeah.
a family space. I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
we're
so
Yeah.
that's
together,
why it
you know what I'm
feels
saying?
like all of a sudden feels like, whoa, wait a minute, but I
But can I
thought
tell
we
you
were
what the
having-"
defensiveness was toward?
Yeah.
Would that help?
Please.
So I was saying that for me, if it comes to the fact that you're saying, okay, you guys said this to me, you said this to me, you said you felt like I was the reason that you're in that situation. I do not feel that way, and to me, that's offensive. Wait, okay, no. So,
but I said that to you that night. I explained that to you that night when you said it. When you said that, I stopped you. I know, but when
that wasn't intentional.
But you didn't hear me when I said, "Hold on, I'm gonna stop you right there." You know, I got to keep it real with you. You being back here has nothing to do with the reason you're in this situation, and that was in response to you saying part of the reason you're in the situation you're in is from being back here. I just responded immediately to, and I said it directly to you that, hold up, stop. I'm gonna stop you right there, and I'm gonna stop you right there was in response to you saying verbatim, part of the reason I'm in this situation is for me being in the comic room. And that's when I said, nope, stop. No, it's not. The reason you're in this, right in that moment.
I'm saying right now, let me clarify. You guys, that's an excerpt of part of the sentence that I said. The full sentence that I said is that what if people are...
No.
Because let me tell you.
Then I missed the what if, like you missed the Scotland. I missed the what if.
So it wasn't said. See, I'm thinking, this is disrespectful, right? Like, I'm not giving you that energy. I've apologized 4 times in this conversation, and it's all of...
You feel like I'm disrespecting you by saying that I didn't hear the what if part?
Miss Marie, it's your demeanor right now. I'm saying I've apologized over 4 times. I'm just asking
I didn't ask you to apologize.
Right?
We were cool.
The issue wasn't the apologize. There was no reason to apologize.
And so I can explain what I'm
talking
about. So that we cannot have a miscommunication, because I don't want to have miscommunication.
I don't have miscommunication.
I think the more we talk, the more miscommunication is
happening.
So I think we're good.
Yeah,
we're good. You don't have to. I thought we were going to hang out.
What are you apologizing for? So then what were you apologizing for?
Disrespect that
right now?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I've been apologizing for.
Okay.
That's what I've been apologizing for.
I know, but you keep telling me what I didn't understand about that night that you said.
And I'm apologizing, explaining that what you said, okay, you guys felt some kind of defensiveness there. And I was telling you where the defensive may have came from, but it's not towards you or what you were saying. So I was trying to draw a parallel between where it's coming from. So you guys are saying, hey, you said, and my clarifying point on this, if I can, is saying that nothing I said in that conversation was my own, was things that I was thinking. I was telling you what was said to me.
But it's the thing he said, she said.
Right, but I was asking. I was like, what is it? Because I said, is it because I hid in the comic room? I wasn't.
It didn't come across as a question.
Okay.
I responded like it didn't come across like a question.
But I'm saying I didn't take your response wrong. I took it as guidance.
I didn't say you did.
Oh, yeah, I know. So
I don't know what is going on.
I'm honestly no longer sure what we're talking about.
Me either. I don't even know.
We're good. Let's.
Yeah.
You want to talk about something else?
I think everything's. I just.
I got
you. I got where you're coming from.
Give me the respect you would give to Miss Felicia. Give me the same respect that you would give to your auntie. No, it's the same. Give me the same respect that you would give to your auntie that was my age, whether she was in this game or on the island with you.
Okay. Now let's go back to live. What's happening? Oh. Live is on the We'll Be Right Back screen also. So now I have seen I'm laughing at something because I saw this picture. I saw this picture on Twitter, and I didn't know they were just showing him sitting there. Oh, God. Sari is that chick. She's apologizing because she was throwing Sari and Izzy under the bus. So they really sat here and showed him sipping whatever he's sipping. Night, Miss Nappy Kid. Okay. Oh man, I don't know. This is just funny to me. Why would they have all the cameras on him sipping his tea or whatever? He's nuts, yo.
My bad. Like coming at me about this and telling me I'm hot. Well, this is you came into my space and you're telling me that you need me. So don't tell me
How to
act.
You
know?
I get it. I get it.
Ugh.
I don't. Like, what if we're completely wrong? He's just the best, kindest person.
He's not. I just wanted to check where you're talking.
I mean, could we be wrong?
Oh. I mean, Jared also feels that way.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, Jared doesn't like him.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's what, and he was just like, yo, he was like, I know, you just gone. I mean, you would have been proud on that. I was looking at him, and then the camera walked away. I was like, blood is thick, because like that it was like when you just decided like, okay, and you had that stupid nice conversation about eyelashes with America.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking at you and I was like, she hates this. Like,
Yeah,
I was just like,
did.
I was like,
But I
yeah,
didn't know
she's
there was an
digging
issue.
deep.
Yeah,
Like, I was like,
exactly.
you know, like, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know you enough at this point in this context, you know. And so and Jared was like doing so good. I was just silent. Jared was like, but
we don't have to go.
One's favorite, but I think it's advantageous to me because I learned everything I need to know for this game about people this week, like
Is that
real soon,
America
like week
talking?
one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be surprised anymore.
Yeah.
But I think to my point, like I don't want to say I know who to trust, but I know not to expect shit from anybody. And I know that I think a lot of people are like going to be circumstantially loyal, right? Because you know there's one winner and everyone's loyal to you until they feel like they don't want to be. But I think like some people, it's like, hey, he said, she said. Like someone's like, hey, like this person said this to me about Matt, and now screw Matt. Matt's on the block this week. You know what I mean? I decided really early, based on the amount of shit that I've heard this week, and probably day one, that like I wasn't going to be that person. And I think in this game, like if you don't have numbers, like if you don't have a team of people you can trust, your alliances are constantly.
I'm cool with them showing
you know what I mean? And I just
the
came in
green
knowing that
screens of
whoever
the
I do
people
get aligned
sleeping
with, whenever
versus
that
showing
happens,
him
like they're not gonna have to worry about, hey, someone came to me and said, Matt said fuck you, and now I'm like, oh yeah, let's put Matt up. You know what I mean? Like I think I'm gonna trust the bonds that I have to an extent, and like create a area where like there's no bullshit. And I think for me right now it's kind of hard because I know that like me staying in this game potentially through Thursday, like I'm right back on the block next week. It's like once you touch it, it's like you can't get off. You know, it's like you know what I mean? And I'm sitting next to,
you have to make a big move next week.
Like, dude, to get off, right? I'm sitting next to the biggest pawn in the game. Anyone who sits next to is going home. You know what I mean? And it's like I'm the first person in this game with a target on my back. Like I'm, you know, pretty much. I'm definitely not anybody's pawn. Maybe a shield, if anything. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of hard for me to even think about like campaigning and stuff because I'm like, no matter what, dude, these people, they're looking at me like I stay in this game. The only thing is, there's 100% chance that no one else who hasn't been on the block is going on the block. It's me and anybody who's already been a nom that's on the block next week. You know what I mean?
Okay, so have apparently been on this "We'll be right back" screen for a while. Apparently. Okay, so let's see. My opinion on, let me take this off the screen for now. My opinion on the Cirie thing. Honestly, as well as I feel like Cirie has played the game this far, because Cirie is at a hard road. She has had a target on her back from day one, and she's done such a good job of making people trust her. And even though she's still high profile, nobody is specifically gunning for her just yet, which is a big deal. But based on what I saw last night in the conversation that she had with Jared and Izzy, and based on what I see in this conversation that she had with Kirsten, while I do still think that there's truth to what she was saying about the tone, and when she said, "Would you talk to Mama Felicia like that?" and Kirsten was like, "No." I see her point with that also, but I also think that Cirie is getting irritable at this stage. I think that little things are starting to get to her in the house. The thing with Traitors, I didn't see all her seasons of Survivor. I saw one, and I saw some highlights, but in terms of the Traitors, she was playing with other people that were closer to her age. So I think that some of the things that this generation does is just she doesn't like that, and it gets on her nerves. I think that's a part of it. I think that is even bigger. That part is even harder for her than just the game itself, because I said this to some people on my chat. I think that, oh, here we go, we're back. All right, hold on.
With level of integrity.
Right.
I want to play with the level of honesty,
Mhm.
even if that meant I didn't win. Right.
Right.
Now, I do believe you can still win this game
Mhm.
despite being that person.
Right. Right. Yeah. She's hurt.
Yeah. Well, so maybe what I do is like we let her chill tonight.
Mhm.
And honestly, I need something in my system to
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
smartly,
Mhm.
right? And so that I'm not sitting there starving.
Right.
So I think that part of it is that, right?
Right.
We just need to eat.
Yeah.
She needs to rest.
Yeah.
And
It is
tomorrow
a good
I will
show.
go to the topic
Yeah.
and I will find her.
Yeah.
Right. And I will start a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that is reasonable before we
Yeah.
move into the next head of household.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Before we move into the first live show.
Mhm.
And she can basically feel more confident.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Good. I knew that it would be exactly what you said.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Yeah.
here's the truth, man. Like, Professor's Alliance is probably the most humane alliance that has ever existed in the sense of like what we are trying to accomplish. And I think that the name is so fitting because what we're trying to teach them is like not only like like that you can play the game, but the life lessons that exist inside of here, right? Like that, like yes, they're young, but there are so many life lessons that will be far more important than winning this game.
Exactly.
Right? And yes, you're playing the game, but also like, you know, helping guide people and mentor them. Right? Like, you know, I never wanted to win a game that was basically like underhanded or deceiving or shitty or right? Like I never wanted that.
Boy, I knew you would feel that way, and that's all I expect. I can ask. That's all anybody can ask, right? Is that human
It's just
consideration,
LeBron. I don't know who you're
despite
talking
the
about.
game.
We were watching Cameron and Riley talk.
I know that's exactly right, and that's why I felt like, oh my God, poor thing.
Right?
Poor
like,
thing.
Poor thing. Like, you know, it's not in my nature to basically go after someone when they're down. It's not in my nature to basically like, want to watch someone struggle like this. That's not in my nature. Right? Like, if anything, like, you know, I take my name very seriously of being a protector and being like,
I know that.
I take that very seriously.
I know.
Right? And like, you know, but I can't protect you from yourself sometimes.
Right.
Right. But I will talk to her. I absolutely will talk to her.
Good.
You know, I was trying to have a conversation because they were like, because what I said to them is that like it was Jay, Blue, and her, and I was like saying to her, I was like, you know, it's crazy to me. I was saying to Blue, I was like, what's crazy to me is like I had been doing well in the competitions, and what surprised me is that you were willing to like close the door on me so fast, and I was like, and that hurt my feelings, right? Now I get that it's a game, right? But it also did hurt my feelings, and I was like, I'm just conveying that to you,
right?
Now I'm not expecting you to change anything,
right?
I'm not expecting you to like alter your gameplay,
right?
But like, you know, when I'm talking to Blue, I was like, I just want you to know, it hurt my feelings, right? Now, am I emotional? Like all my feelings.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. I don't know what's up tonight, but no, I'm not asleep at all. I just when I put these feeds on at night, I'm going to be comfortable. I'm not asleep at all. Let's see here. I don't know if I should give this. Okay. I think it's coming back on. I think it's coming back on. Okay. I'm trying to show y'all, but it keeps cutting.
Candidate that would be a reasonable person
Exactly.
to hire.
Exactly.
Right? And so it just surprised me.
Right.
And so like what hurt my feelings about it is like it felt personal.
Right.
It didn't feel game.
Right.
And now she may say it's all game.
Right.
But I also noticed like she didn't talk to Izzy.
Right. I mean, yeah.
I can't imagine hurting someone like that. That would be terrible.
It was a lot.
Yeah, and I haven't seen her. And I felt so bad because I was like, we're all having this moment where we're all actually getting to know each other.
Oh no.
We're all having a moment where we're actually being real and authentic and actually having a good time after the fracture of the house. And all of a sudden, she's excluded from that because she's in the DR, like sharing her thoughts. And the truth of the matter is like it's because she's in pain.
Right.
And that bothers me.
Yeah, I know it bothered me
and
too.
Then the other thing I don't know is like, are people sitting there still talking to her about game shit when she's like in the middle of an emotional place?
You can't do that.
Right. And I'm
You're
like,
talking about Riley?
In my mind, I'm like, what
That's
she really
they're
needs
talking
is
about Riley.
Yeah, you can't. If they would have to be animals to do that in the state that she's in. If anyone in the state that she's currently in talk game shit to her, then they're not a person. You can't. That's how bad she is. Yeah. No, you can't talk game shit to her. Yeah. Not right now.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, darling, I think like as far as like, yeah, go ahead. Move up.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, you can get those slippers on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch over.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have 3 sons. If one of them was here playing this game and did exactly everything that happened and wrong as 2 left shoes, made the mistake that she made, but was hurting like this, I would hope and pray that somebody like you or Miss Felicia would offer them some comfort.
I will. I
I
absolutely will. Like, I absolutely will. Like, I will absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Like, I will have the conversation tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. I think like we both need a little bit. Like, I need time to eat.
Of course. Yeah. Not right. And that's what I said. I said take today.
Yeah.
Tomorrow maybe have a conversation
Tomorrow
with
I will.
them. That's exactly
Tomorrow I
right.
will.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will talk to her myself. I will initiate the conversation. Yeah. I can't imagine how her mom is seeing this.
Exactly. That's what
Like
I
her
don't know.
poor mom.
That's kind of what I think of, right? Because if I was home watching that,
I don't know how
or
I ended up being on TV for more than
one
an
of them
hour.
like that, oh my God, I would be
Telling you,
devastated.
my
That's
shoes
how
are
bad she
addicting.
was. I would be super devastated,
Yeah.
right? And that game aside, I don't know.
What's the
What am I
difference?
doing here?
Just one conversation all night.
Here's what I'll tell you. It's like, we'll fix this.
Yeah.
Like, we'll make this better.
Okay.
Why are
Like,
we
we
not
will make this better.
options?
Yeah.
Right? Because I never want to see anyone like this.
Of course not.
Right? Like, and I don't think that that's
Right.
a tactic. Right? That's not
Exactly.
fair. Right?
No.
Like, when I came in to play this game, I wanted to play against the best competitors, and I will play against the best competitors.
Mhm.
But I don't want to win because someone broke down.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And we will fix this.
Yeah.
Right? We will fix it.
Yeah.
Right? We will fix it. Right? We will get her to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Why is she crying?
Yeah.
What happened?
But it's a hard lesson that she's learning right now.
Really hard lesson.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And one
Yeah.
that's so public.
Exactly.
Or is this
But
her
I just know that her poor mom and poor
allergies or
sister
I
must
know.
be just feeling so bad.
I know.
Or is she crying?
Like, they must be just dying. Because I can't imagine if my mom saw me break down like that, like
Right.
what she would do. Like,
Right.
she would be so sad.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, I think my mom would probably break into this place and save me. I'm not kidding you. I was like, my
Yeah.
mom would basically get on a plane and
Beautiful.
fucking break
Yeah.
into this place.
Yeah.
Right? You think that front door can hold her? You have no
Right.
fucking idea what my mom is like. It's like, you think you're out, she won't find you, she will find you.
That's me with my boys.
Yeah. It's so interesting is that I have been in this experience and in these moments I'm feeling kind of down. Like, I've had 2 butterflies come when I've been feeling kind of down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and one happened today when I was feeling a kind of way, like after the whole red thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the butterfly came
What
and
happened
drifted
with
by
red?
and was like, which is a sign to me that things will be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That it's gonna be okay. And part of me thinks it's my mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And my mom is also really
I
intuitive.
think she is
so
crying.
she can feel things
I
even though
wish I knew
she's not
we
around her
could
kid.
start this
Mhm.
conversation.
And her eye twitches when something bad is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking about her.
So yeah. Here's that.
God, shit, man.
That's what I said.
I was like, this is day 7.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, this is day 7.
Yeah.
Of
Can you
100.
imagine?
No. Mm-mm.
If you want to win, you got 93 days to go.
Yeah. What are you thinking right now?
What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Why? What does it look like?
I don't know. You just look so deep in thought.
Yeah, I'm really deep in thought, right?
Yeah.
Because like, I just hope like I'm just thinking about like how these types of situations work, right?
Mhm.
Like how these pressure cooker situations
Mhm.
break people.
Right.
And it's not just this game.
Mhm.
It's what happens outside,
Mhm.
right? And I just think to myself, like, I hope that this season is really a season that is different than every other one. And that people will see our humanity
Mhm.
and not just the drama of
Mhm.
people
Mhm.
losing it.
Mhm. I think they will show a little of both, with more of the humanity side. I mean, because they have to tell the story, they have to explain what is actually happening, and then they'll have to show our response to it.
Right. And can you imagine, like, I just know, like, in my kind-hearted way, right, what's
Mhm.
going to end up happening in my kind-hearted way, I'm going to basically be like, I can't allow her to hurt like this.
Right.
I'm going to basically solve this.
Yep.
And then in my back of my mind is just like, is she going to cut me anyway? And then everyone is going to be like, and that person went to help her. And then totally, like, and the Arabs in this show in general
Mhm.
are always screwed over. Wow. Just happens. Like,
So here's what I'm gonna say to that.
and here's
You're-
what, yeah, go ahead, say it. And I'll know what you're going to say because tell me though. Tell me. I need to hear it from you too. Tell me.
So you wouldn't allow yourself to do anything different, right?
Okay. I just want to see if they're talking about Riley because it sounded like they were talking
I'm
about
saying it's
Riley.
not out there. I left it out there, and when they shut that door, it was still outside.
Oh, really?
So I'm wondering if
Oh, yeah.
they,
What is
my black bag that has Felicia, but I had my clothes in there that I was going to wash.
Oh, nuts.
And now that bag isn't out here, so I'm wondering where they took my bag to.
It's gonna be somewhere. It's gotta be.
I'd much rather be seen as a humane person
Because
than a winner of
you're gonna lead with that.
Right. Yeah. I hear you.
We're gonna take care of the humanity part,
Yeah.
right? You can't let her.
I can't let
You can't,
Yeah.
and then we can proceed with the game. Because that's who you are. You couldn't be any other way. And you can say what you want, like I don't want to, like you said. Should I exclude that part? Should I forget about
Right,
that and just play on and forget it's about this game? You can't do that.
No.
You would never do that.
No.
So you don't really have.
It's time for me to go to bed. Thanks for joining me. I'll be on here. Today is Wednesday. So Wednesday is an episode day. The episode I think is 8 to 9, I want to say. Probably hop on here like 9:30, 10 p.m. tomorrow, something like that. And I'll talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful evening.
So you literally were one of my very first followers. And then when you followed me and I, followed back, I was like, this dude is cool. Like,
If they say talk to your manager, you just say, you know what, talk to the hand. You don't need to be on my podcast. But, yeah, dude. Yeah, you do a great job.
Thank you. I always get a kick out of talking with you on Patreon. You have a really good, view on everything.
that wasn't planned.
You know what?
Thank
But
you.
I like this Canadian.
well,
this one.
well, thank you.